So we're going to continue talking about worksheets. This is a quick one on two topics: changing the worksheet name, or the name of the worksheet, and changing the tab color for the worksheet. So we're on the default version of Excel, Book 1, and we have one worksheet because that's the default number. I'm going to add a couple more, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to change the name of these worksheets because obviously if you had some content on these worksheets and they were called Sheet 1, Sheet 2, Sheet whatever, it's going to be more difficult to find it. So you can change the name of the worksheets by right-clicking to get the shortcut menu. Click Rename, and I can call this anything I want to within a given scope of number of character spaces. Each worksheet has to have a unique name. In other words, I can't rename Sheet 2 Apple as well because I'll get an error message. That name is already taken. Try a different one. I'm going to escape out of that. When we right-click to get the shortcut menu and select Change the Name, the worksheet name, we're actually going into the Edit mode. There's a quicker way to do that, and that's to double-click the Worksheet tab. You can see the cursor blinking. I'm in the Edit mode, so I'm going to change the name of that worksheet. So in addition to changing the name of the worksheets, we can change the tab color. And we can do that by right-clicking to get the shortcut menu, hover over tab color. So we have theme colors that we can choose from, and I'm going to go over themes in another movie. We have standard colors that we can choose from, and we have more color options where we have this grid of sort of cascading colors that we can select from, or we can create a custom color by using the RGB, the red, green, blue color scheme, where you determine by a number that ranges from 0 to 255 how much color you want to add in terms of red, green, and blue. And we're going to go over these color options in another movie as well. So I'm going to keep this simple. I'm going to cancel that. We're going to right-click, pick a tab color, and pick a standard tab color like red. Now, that's not really red. It's kind of pink, but this is the active tab. So if the active tab looked like that, and all of the red ones look like that, and I'm going to select Sheet 4, hold down the Control key, select Sheet 5 to group those, and make both of those tabs the same color. Now they're both selected, but when I click a tab that's not in the group, because 4 and 5 were selected together, they were in a group, a tab group, we can now see the difference between the active tab that's red and the inactive tabs that are red. And obviously Excel does this because if it didn't do that, you wouldn't be able to look down there and tell which tab was the active tab. And just for contrast purposes, I'm going to color apple and ball in another color. Let's pick turquoise. Click off of that. So I've got a definitive color for each one of the worksheets. The lighter colors get a default font color of black, and the darker colors get a default font color of white. I can't control that. I can just control the color of the tab itself. So that's the worksheet appearance. We talked about the name of the worksheet and renaming the worksheet, and then we looked at changing the tab colors.